The Shady Bunch, the Shady Bunch. That's the way they became the Shady Bunch. And you best believe they are the Shady Bunch. What is up, guys? It is Thursday, October 30th, 2025. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 921,521, I think, or 512. TikTok, next block. I hope you guys are doing well. We're walking around here, and let me tell you, it is beautiful here in Las Vegas. I got to be honest, like 80 degrees, sunny, no wind. I love doing walk around videos because it's just, that's my strength. I like to walk around and talk. Obviously, sitting at a desk and stuff, it's a little, but when it's not windy, because it gets very windy here in the valley in Las Vegas, but when it's nice and cool and calm, this is what I like. So I thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I really, really appreciate your support. Real quick, guys, I'm going to change the schedule here a little bit on the channel. What I'm going to do is, I'm still going to do a live Monday through Friday, but what I think I'm going to do, and let me know what you think in the comment section, what you think, but what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do, not every single day, but I'm going to do as many as I can during the week. I'm going to do 4 videos a day, walking around videos, as much as I can, bearing the weather and everything else in my schedule. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a walk around regular YouTube video like this one here, number 1. Number 2, I'm going to do a walking around vlogging video on Nostr. I'm going to do a video on the YouTube membership channel. So if you're not a member, please join the membership group and follow me on Nostr as well. And then I'm also going to do a video on, is it Tumble? That green one? I'm going to do one there too. And let's just say there'll be some curse words on that one. So make sure you guys follow me on those. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to let those videos fester a little bit during the week. And I'm going to push my lives back by 1 hour. So what I'm going to do is, if you're on the East Coast, I'm going to start them at 8 p.m. Pacific and do about 2 hours. I don't know if it's going to be 2 hours or not, depending on the demand. I will supply more time if that's the case. But I'm noticing more and more people start coming in later, because I was doing them at 5 o'clock Eastern. 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, my time. So I'm gonna push it back 1 hour for a couple reasons. Number 1, I've already made some videos during the day, but number 2, I think people like it when I do it later. I'm just seeing that. When I did Satoshi's or Saturday Night Live from Las Vegas, a Saturday Night Live, and also when I did Friday Night Lives, when I did them later, it seemed like more people came in. So we're gonna try that and see how that goes for now, and we'll take it from there. But again, we're cruising, because my grandson is gone now. So I got a little bit more free time to do some more things. And a lot of you guys like me when I, like videos when I walk around. So I want to give you more of that kind of content, not just me sitting behind a desk. All right. So let's talk about Bitcoin for a second. Let's talk about Uptober. Has Uptober been a failure? So far, it hasn't been what it's cracked up to be. If I had to do a prediction of Uptober, and again, it's not over yet. We got today, tomorrow, and Saturday, I believe. Yeah, we got to the 31st. Bitcoin white paper day is coming soon. I would have guessed, if somebody would have told me we're going to be, because today we're crashing. We're as of this recording this video, we're like 106,500 as of this recording. My dear friends, the Backpacker family, my family, they just did a buy order for that price, 106,500. They just told me this before I recorded it, so that's how I know the price. If I were to guess that the price would have been that low, I would have said no. I would have thought we would have been much, much higher. I actually thought we're going to be in the 140 to the highest 150 range. I really thought that. But I'm glad it didn't. I'm very glad it didn't. Not for nothing, guys. We know what this thing is going to do. And when I see these YouTube channels, doing the prediction stuff and all the clickbait and everything, talking about, oh man, it's going to get to the moon and blah, blah, blah. I hate when the price goes up. Because again, for those of you that don't know, I buy every hour on the hour. Okay, if you want to know how to do that, I use Strike. There's a link below. You'll get $500 of your first buys, no fees whatsoever. Then if you do a DCA using my link and you DCA for 7 days, you'll get no fees after that if you DCA. I DCA at $1 an hour every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And when I do that, I hate when the price goes up because I'm getting less sats. I'm in the accumulation phase right now. I'm not worried about this thing. And when I hear people saying, you know, again, the clickbaits about the price going up and everything else, I'm just like, why do you want the price to go up? Unless you're a person that is a short-term person and a Fiat person and playing the Fiat games. Because again, I don't play Fiat games. I just don't, man. And if you're thinking like that, or if you've been an OG for a while, and you want to sell or whatever, you know, each his own. I always say personal finance is obviously personal, but for me personally, my stacking plan is I'm trying to get as many Satoshis as I can until right now, till about December of 2034. You know, they're saying this as the blocks are coming out. That's when 99% of all Bitcoin will be mined. December 2034, which is, you know, about 9 years from now. This is the Bitcoin gold rush. So why am I even thinking about selling? I know where this thing is going, and I still think it's gonna go crazy. The price, I think, is gonna be the gradually then suddenly phase. And I'm trying to get as many Satoshis as I can every hour, on the hour. That's just what I'm doing. But when you have people, you know, because Jor made a video the other day talking about this, saying, oh, should I sell now or wait, or should I do this or do that? Again, man, those are Fiat games. And I say this all the time, and I know I sound like a broken record, but I got to say it, man. When I was buying, you know, trying to get 100,000 Satoshis at a time in the bear market of 2022, you know, I was getting it for between, you know, whatever, $17, $18, $19 to $30. It depends. But mostly in the low to mid 20s. When I was getting 100,000 Satoshis back then, I didn't realize what I had. I just didn't. And now I'm happy. I am happy because this is my new 100,000 Satoshi mark. It's 21,000 Satoshis. I am happy to get 21,000 Satoshis for 22, 23 bucks. Again, the same price I could have got, or the same amount of Fiat cuck bucks I would have paid to get the same, or get 100,000 Satoshis. You know, basically 5x that. Well, yeah, about 5x that, a little less. And that's what I'm talking about. People don't understand. And that's where the proof of work comes in. The proof of work comes in for your studying. Because when I hear people, again, doing tradings, you know, trading Bitcoin and having a quote unquote portfolio of this and a portfolio of that, I'm just like, these people don't understand what's going on here. They don't. And I talk about this all the time in my live stream and my Satoshi Saturdays. Make sure you guys, you know, if you haven't watched my live stream, go ahead. I give, speaking of 200 something, or 21,000, I give out 210 Satoshis on my wheel of Satoshis every spin. I have a wheel of Satoshi. It's almost like a wheel of another show. And I spin it, and I put your name on it, and I spin it. And if it lands on your name, and if you're there and do other things, subscribe, like, have a certain wallet, you'll get 210 sats with me. 210 sats of or 210 units of the hardest money in the world. And my grandkids are gonna look back and think I was crazy for doing it. But hey, if I got to bribe you guys to listen to the news and stick with me, then I got to do it. I got to do it because it's worth that to me. And again, you know, I'm a semi-retired man. I'm 50 years old, and I don't have to be doing this stuff. I think about that sometimes. I think about it. I go, man, I'm good. You know, I got a check coming in every month. I got other money coming in. I'm you know, buying Satoshis all the time. I don't have any wants for anything. Honestly, I don't have any wants. I have all my basic needs taken care of. And a lot of people don't realize how fortunate they are to have those things. If you have a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food on the table, and you got people that love you and you don't want anything, that's being rich. And I am a very wealthy man, rich man in the greatest economy and in the greatest country in the world. I am that. So I have to ask myself, why am I still doing this? Well, I'm doing it for humanity. I'm doing it for my lineage. And I'm doing it because I think it's the right thing to do. I believe that God put me here to do this. He had me doing a lot of things before I started doing this. Network marketing companies, sales, all kind of stuff. You know, and everybody has a certain skill set. Everybody does, right? Mine is not fixing cars or a mechanic or something like that. I just, my brother was made that way. I just wasn't that way. But what my skill set, the best thing that I do personally is I can talk. And I'm a pretty good salesman, pretty good communicator, and I'm good at getting people together. And I've always been told I've been a leader my whole life. And I've always been a person that, let's just say, wasn't on the plantation and didn't follow the other group. I was always the black sheep of wherever I was at. And I believe all the seminars and all the stuff I went through with school and friends and businesses, all that stuff, God put all that stuff or made me go through all that stuff to get me to this point. And also, I'm not a quitter. And it's tough being on here on this platform because they, let's just say I'm swimming upstream on this platform. But I promise you guys, I'll never quit. And it's hard to do that. It's hard to not quit or give up when you know that you're being suppressed or whatever. And I'm not trying to sound like a victim because I ain't no damn victim. And I'll talk about that on the Rumble video. So stay tuned for that. But it's tough when you have to go through those things. And like I said, I'm not a quitter. But the thing is, when you have a big enough why, meaning why am I doing this? I just mentioned those reasons, you know, earlier about my lineage, my grandkids, my kids, and also humanity, because I know what this thing can do. And that's why I also talk about the Bitcoin core versus NOTs things. You know, I'm not a fence rider, man. I just cannot be a fence rider. I am an independent, but when it comes to Republican versus Democrat today, you know, I vote red right now because you have to. They're the best thing for America, in my opinion. Red is MAGA. They're not perfect, but they're the best thing for America right now. And just like with Bitcoin Core and NOTs, NOTs is not perfect, but I believe it's the best thing for Bitcoin. And that's why I'm doing it. I'm not going to ride the fence about that shit. I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You know, if you love your country and if you're an American and you love the best policies and stuff like that, right now it's MAGA, in my personal opinion. If you love the best policies for Bitcoin, I believe we should run a node. Number one, that's your number one source of power. Run a Bitcoin node. Run a Bitcoin node. Get your Bitcoin off of exchanges. Have a cold storage. Learn about this as much as you can. Support the fork that we're getting ready to do that Matthew Cratter is talking about and other people are talking about. And make sure you secure the network by not only running the node, but understanding what you're doing. And it takes a long time to do that. It takes a long time to get to that point. Again, that's the proof of work. And I'll be damned if I ever quit and give up because I know what's on the line. And I just happen to be on this timeline today where not only am I fighting for the hardest money in the world and a new future, but I'm also fighting for the policies here in this country. And I'll never let you down. I'll never let you down. So I'm asking you guys, don't let me down. And what do I mean? I'm not saying you got to be on all my videos and support me all the time. That would be nice. But what I am talking about is don't let yourself down. Don't let your family down. And most importantly, don't let humanity down. Again, I'm not the best communicator. I'm not the best salesperson, talker, whatever. But that's what I do best. And I always tell people, you don't got to be the best. Just do what you do best. And make sure you get out there, spread the Bitcoin gospel, America gospel, whatever you believe in that's going to help humanity in the future. And make sure you do it to the best of your abilities. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, guys, it's rough out here. It's not easy. We are the outliers out here, and you know that. But it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit what these idiots say? And what I mean by idiots, the NPCs, the liars, the people that are holding the puppet strings. Let me hold that for Rumble before I get in trouble. Bumble. But we know this stuff is messed up. We know that. And there's only one way, guys, to fix this problem. We can learn about politics and the policies and everything else. And that's great to learn those things, right? And knowledge is power only when you apply it. And the best way to apply it, in my personal opinion, is do all the things that you did before. But make sure you save. You save your energy in the best way you can. And the only way you can save this broken economy and this crooked system. And to pay off the national debt, stop inflation, and to make sure your family is good for generations to come. And if I had to take a guess, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what that is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.